What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Skills. How y'all doing? Alright, what's up? Okay, my name is Willie Jefferson Jr. I cover video games at the Houston Chronicle. It is the biggest newspaper in Texas. And then recently I was at E3, Electronic Entertainment Expo in Los Angeles. Alright, so earlier I talked about the Xbox E3 2013 briefing. I talked about how I got a chance to go to the actual briefing Monday morning, and then I got a chance to actually to play it. I actually played Rise on the Xbox One and also Forza 5, and I got a chance to watch gameplay for Killer Instinct, Dead Rising 3, and also Project Spark, among others. So now we're going to talk about, boom, the PlayStation 4. So this is actually the wristband. It expands, you can see right there. This is actually the wristband that was required in order for you to get into the PS4 reveal at the Los Angeles Sports Arena. So I got a chance. I was actually supposed to go to another conference, but I had just had to deal with USC security as far as getting my rental car keys. That was a trip. But then afterward I was able to go, and I just decided, hey, I'm gonna go to the house real quick. Not to the house, to the hotel room, get a little bit of rest. But then I started thinking, you know what? I just missed one. Let me not miss the PS4. And I knew that with the Xbox, it was a long line. I got there about 8:55, and then made it there right at 9. And they didn't start until 9:30, but the line was just really, really long. So I said, hey, you know what? It's like 4-ish. Let me check. So I checked the GPS. Boom, I was right. Actually, literally like a quarter of a mile away from the event. So I went ahead, parked, got in there, and there was a long line. There was actually a whole lot of people that weren't journalists that were hoping to get in there. They actually let some of those through. But woman told me, hey, you got that right there, which I actually was able to pick up at E3 registration on Sunday. So I had this already, so I was able to actually just, boom, to go up. They looked through my bag, had me take my laptop out, looked at it, so boom. Well, as soon as I get there, there's just like wall to wall, I mean at least 20 food trucks and stands. They had things from, one of my favorite was the Slap Your Mama food truck, where it had fried shrimp po' boys. Oh, the bomb. Right beside it was this Kobe beef, had tacos, awesome. You had curry, you had beer, like cod, oh my cod, that was really good. They also had this Italian sliders, they had some really killer pasta salad, excellent. Then they had all the booze that you could drink, and I don't drink. So I got a chance to talk to a vice president of marketing at Square Enix. That was pretty cool. So then I got a chance, Geese and Cacho from the Bay Area News Group, I got a chance, ran into him. I also I knew Max Parker was around. He's with the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And I'm trying to think who else I saw. That's pretty, of the people that I interact with on Twitter. So then we go into the arena, and that's a wait in itself. So we finally make it in there. We're sitting in the second, actually in the first, not the main floor, but the first row. And Geeson is like, hey, let's see if we can get on the floor, which actually we could. They did have a VIP section right at the bottom, but they said, hey, they put out a call for about 5 times for people to come. And I guess because they were filming like an overhead shot and they didn't want any empty chairs. So, which I thought was interesting, because with Xbox it was just packed to capacity. So we're sitting there, and then he nudges me, hey man, like Michael Patrick, sitting behind us. I'm like, really? So I turn around, shake hands with this guy. It's not Michael Patrick. He's like, no, the other dude. So then I bump his knee, and I'm like, so how you doing there, Mr. Patrick? My name's Willie Jefferson, Houston Chronicle. I'm a big fan of yours. He's like, oh, hey, Willie, how you doing? So, swapping cards and talking and everything. So before the conference, I'm like, hey, Mr. Patrick, what you think about the Xbox One reveal? He's like, too expensive. I said, psh, sold you Geeson? Because I told Geeson it should have been $3.99. So conference starts. Jack Triton. He came out, and then they showed different things. Killzone. They also showed Watch Dogs. Different things. Well, all that was expected. All right. You know they were gonna have their exclusives. Microsoft had theirs, so everything was pretty much tit for tat until they announced the price. When they announced $399, everyone was like, "Wow!" I turned around, looked at Patrick, boom, gave him a fist bump. And I said, "Hey man, great minds think alike," because he had said $399 was a sweet spot for both systems, and I just like, wow. And then when they actually showed that graphic that said you can play used games, you don't have to go online, that was a direct, I'm talking about shots fired, Microsoft, right then and there, you know. And I was just like, wow. And right then, I was pretty sure that if Microsoft does not change course, it's game over. Seriously. Seriously. I mean, you're talking about people out of work. $399. Look, you can pay, you know, buy a Wii U at $349, which they're probably going to have a price drop on. Buy a Wii U, $349, pay $50 more, and get a PS4. Now, what do you get with the PS4? You get a Blu-ray player. The best, arguably. You know, you're getting tons, I mean, just really awesome processing power. Now, alright, and here is the payoff, okay? Jack said something. And he was talking about they're really pushing PlayStation Plus. Now, if you may have not heard it, because he went through it really fast, he did say that when it launched, and it's going to be in November, I'm telling you, that multiplayer will be exclusive to PlayStation Plus. A lot of people, they're not talking about that. I haven't seen anyone touch that. That is the biggest announcement that came out of PlayStation. I'm serious, the PlayStation 4 reveal. Multiplayer from November onward, forever, will no longer be free on a major console. Seriously. That is the biggest story out of E3. I know you're like, no. But no, here's why it's big. The PS3 will also be affected. So, the one point that PS3 fanboys love to talk about, if you want to play online with somebody, then what you have to do is, you have to get Xbox Live at $60 a year. Guess what? So will you. Not just for the PS4. When they launch it, it's going to be all the way across the board. Your PS3 games, you will not be able to access multiplayer unless you pay $65 a month now, alright, for PlayStation Plus. And granted, yes, with the Xbox, they gave you the games, and when they announced it, I mean, they were older games. Really? Seriously? And I mean, there are benefits with PlayStation Plus, but now that you have to pay for it, that just, boom, just cuts whatever argument you had. Okay, because I've heard a lot of people say, the only reason that I went with the PlayStation 3 over the Xbox 360, I didn't want to pay for online. Well, guess what? You no longer have that option. If you want to play against your friends, you're going to have to pay. You want to play, you have to pay. So seriously, that is it. That's the big announcement. Forget, you know, how much the PS4 costs. Forget how much the Xbox costs. Forget for a minute just, hey, the Xbox, they got tons of exclusives, so do the PS4. But here's the thing. The PS community, to play online, you're going to have to pay. That, my friends, is just wow. Wow. So overall, yes, Microsoft, they stuck to their guns. I doubt that they will. But Sony, yeah, Sony just knocked it out of the park. Seriously, it was awesome. But paying for online, and I don't know, here's the thing, I know that multiplayer is affected. I do not know if it's going to affect Netflix, Hulu Plus, Amazon or anything like that. Crackle. So we'll see. We will see if the multiplayer functions and online, if they start charging for that, then forget about it. So it doesn't matter right now as we move out of, well, actually when the Wii U launched, that launched the next generation. Does it matter with this generation now? For some people, yeah. But I still think that Microsoft is going to come in second to Sony if Microsoft does not change and adapt a new outlook as far as their console not being able to play used games, or always, and also going online as well, and not functioning without the Kinect. No, that dog will not hunt. Alright, anyway, it's your boy Skills. You know you can find me, all that information. The ad should be right here. Please click below the ad. But yes, no online multiplayer is going to cost you. That was the biggest shocker. Even though I wasn't shocked. I knew that this was the last generation with the 360. The PS3 was going to be the last one with free online multiplayer. Knew it. There's no way that Sony could keep losing money off PSN and hoping people migrate. No, now you're forced to. If you want to play Call of Duty Ghost with your homies online, cough up the dinero, baby. The duckies, the Benjis. Okay? Yes, because it's going to cost you money. Alright, anyway, it's your boy Skills. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.